Good morning, HWC kids. So if you've lived in town for any length of time, you've probably either been to or at least heard of Letchworth State Park, right? Maybe you've been to it 100 million times like I have. Well, it's pretty famous. In fact, a couple of years ago, it was voted the #1 best state park in all of the United States. And a big reason why Letchworth is so famous and so popular is because of the waterfalls, right? You have the beautiful upper waterfalls that the train trestle runs over. And then you have the big middle falls with that hidden face in the rocks that shows through if the water's down. And then you have the lower falls that has all those stairs that you walk down to, and then that really cool stone bridge that you cross at the bottom, right? Well, if you pay close attention and you keep visiting Letchworth until you're my age, you'll notice that the waterfalls move. What? It doesn't sound right, does it? But it's true. Every year, the rocks that make up the waterfall erode. Do you know what that means? It means, and I'm going to switch my camera here so you can see. It means that the water carries dirt in it. And as the dirt or the sediment gets carried along in the water over the rocks, it washes away the dirt and the water flows down, right? It creates the canyon, kind of like sandpaper on wood. Well, it forms cliffs and ledges over time as the water washes over the rock, and it creates the beautiful waterfalls like at Letchworth. The longer that the water passes over the rock, the more the rock wears away and the more the falls move back, or so it looks like. If the water from rain or melting snow didn't flow downhill through Letchworth, the waterfalls might never have formed and we might never have been able to enjoy them. Well, have you ever considered that our lives are kind of like this? This week in Kidsman, we're talking about Psalm 112, and we're learning how we can worship by living for God. In fact, worship is all about how we live for God. But it's hard to live for God when we have attitudes or habits or bad choices hiding who God made us to be. Just like the waterfalls, we need God to wash away our lives or the dirt in our lives so that we can be free to live like Jesus created us to. We need to ask God to take away the gunk that's hiding our potential so we can live our lives for God and worship Him with everything that we do. So this week, go visit Letchworth and remember as you look at the waterfalls that because of the power of the living water, God, you can be washed clean so you can live a life of worship and be the amazing person that God created you to be. Have a great day.